Hello, in this briefing we're going to talk about how Centrify can secure DB2 implementations by using Centrify software and Active Directory. Organizations should be able to improve their security posture, align better with regulation, and obtain operational efficiencies. This is today's agenda. We're going to break this video in several parts. First, a little bit about Centrify. Centrify is a global company, 11 years old, that is trusted by more than 5,000 customers worldwide. It has partnerships with the leaders in the IT industry as well. What is Centrify philosophy? Today you may have challenges in the data center with diverse platforms that are non-Windows, applications on top of those platforms, as well as endpoints that may include the Mac. Also, your organization may be looking to gain efficiencies by moving services to the cloud in the form of infrastructure or applications. In addition, your end users want to do more with their mobile devices. Centrify's philosophy is very simple because you're always duplicating identity silos as you face those challenges. Centrify basically says, let's go ahead and use something that you already have today. Your Active Directory infrastructure, knowledge and processes, and use some of the Centrify software and services to overcome those challenges. Centrify has developed all their solutions. This means that there's a lot of cohesion between them and translates to customers as faster results. Centrify is trusted by more than 5,000 customers, including 50% of the Fortune 50. What are the challenges with DB2? When we talk to customers and prospects, there's three major categories of challenges. A, each DB2 instance becomes its own identity silo. Why? Because if you're deploying DB2 on Unix Linux, most likely your users are going to exist locally on the etc password file. And that means another location to do add moves or changes, and another point for scrutiny in terms of security compliance and audit, because you have to attest and report who has access to what. In addition, organizations get dinged all the time with audit comments because they do not perform effective offboarding of local DB2 users. In addition, they also have to duplicate the same for groups because most likely you'll be using local groups to assign entitlements inside DB2. There's also the 8-character username limitation, which limits the flexibility in naming and also creates exceptions and complexity in the context of identity management. Finally, there's the end user. Because users have to remember passwords across multiple silos, most likely they are going to duplicate those passwords, make them simpler, and they're going to have productivity affected. What's the Centrify solution is very simple. The idea is to leverage Active Directory with Centrify's Active Directory bridging capabilities and a specially designed set of modules that have been certified by IBM. We have three modules. The user password module that is designed to centralize the administration by not allowing organizations having to need local users, and also to overcome the 8-character limitation. The group plugin that allows the exposure of AD groups that can be used inside DB2. And finally, optionally, the SSO plugin that provides GSSAPI and Kerberos integration. Centrify's Unix architecture is very simple. It uses Unix frameworks like name server switch and PAM modules. This is to expose Unix identity of users, groups, and with PAM to implement a uniform standards-based authentication mechanism. Authentication happens over Kerberos, and Centrify has worked really hard to make sure that its Kerberos functionality works really well with Active Directories. In addition, Centrify provides offline caching as well as Active Directory sites and services awareness. This means that if there's any changes in Active Directory, the Centrify agent will be able to fail over to the nearest domain controller. There's more information about the agent, but this is a baseline information that you can use to understand at a high level the Centrify Unix architecture. The DB2 plugin leverages those capabilities. Starting from the bottom, Centrify Direct Control AD client will communicate with Active Directory natively. No need to extend the Active Directory schema. No need to put software and domain controllers. And the user password, group plugin, and GSSAPI plugin are going to be exposed to DB2 instances, which in turn will be allowed to be used by DB2 clients and utilities. In the next part of this presentation, we're going to give you a technical briefing or a demo of this solution.